One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hokies will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, the ground game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw, it's Newton. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He will not make a fair catch, field the punt, and bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give is to Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Watson. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight, because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got him. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. He decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Picked off, what a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Finds his big tight end. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and defend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Bringing the heat. Makes a connection. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They'll try the run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it on the right. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Right on the money. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here we go. Ready? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Newton. On target over the middle. Perhaps a touchdown, saving tackle at the 17.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Got his man down the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Wake Forest rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Winston-Salem. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air, it's Watson. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Fires to the right. It's complete. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Hokies have pushed it inside the 20. Off play action. Might be looking to run. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath the whole time.
Stepping to the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Newton. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Love the grab just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. So that's a nice play by the QB and receiver there.
Looking downfield on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield very late in the half. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. At midfield, he's got room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for them.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Fighting Illini with options here on second and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Hunt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. The give is to Williams. At the 45 on his way. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got his man across the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense...
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Newton. Throwing right. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing them.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Gain of 10. 1st down for the offense.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. They'll run it from the gun. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. second down play. Now the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Hokies! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage. And whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think of some great names like Mike Vick back in the day that just electrified Virginia Tech fans.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive. We'll start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. This has been a complete effort from this Hokie defense up front, making guys like Bruce Smith proud. Secondary playing like they've got a team full of fullers back there. It has been a great performance.
Dominating performance, and mentioning names like that just tells you how great their tradition is at Virginia Tech. And this defense, they're building on it. They're living up to it.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A strike downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
Fender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got him downfield. There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Intercepted to stop the threat. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
White 18, Rocky switch. White 10.
Back to pass. Got the quick pass. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Watson. Got his man quickly. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late, you're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The offense changing the play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. I know you want to stretch the field horizontally, but working a little vertical in wouldn't hurt either.
No, it wouldn't. And you got to be able to work with some space. There's an entire field that we got to attack on offense right now. That was just way too much work for little gain.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack. And what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Quick release on the RPO. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Newton. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure.
Hauls it in down the sideline. It's a running room. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point was good. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Dropping back, it's Watson. Unloads it downfield. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. It's caught. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Red 18. Red 18.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Golden Gophers will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Second down coming up. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Fires to the middle. He's got it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And that's a first down.
New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna look downfield again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature him, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red.
Beck's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfect. perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Catch in the middle, it's Tracy. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking downfield on first down. And wings it incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
To the air on second down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these third and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those third and longs.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pulls it and fires to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
It's picked off off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Tight end now in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. Smashes through the another broken tackle. Inside the touchdown, Minnesota. Once he got some room, it was over.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going right to work up top. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle, it's Taylor. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Mustangs will kick it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
They boot it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going in something.
And he lays out and snags it down the left side.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He caught it. Touchdown, Mustangs. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Backed up in their own end, maybe a quick hitter. Complete to the right. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Position to start this drive at their own 47. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Jennings. Lets it fly. Caught at the 25. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll keep it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Johnson. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a dub.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll ride his man on the option. Looking for the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Fakes to grab. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing.
They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board. The Golden Gophers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. To the air, it's Lindsey. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The option look. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense got it. They're on the run. There he goes down the right side. How in the world did that happen? Biggest disaster since the Fire Festival or the Chevy Chase show. A defensive touchdown, and we're a point away from a tie.
And we knew coming in these teams were very similar. Both really good football teams, but executing down the stretch might be the difference in the football game. How about that offense? Going down the field, they're an extra point away from tying this up, and we still got more football.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Quickly to the tight end. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I think the defense is doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Got it in the middle. It's Knight. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Unloads to the right. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that 1st down. Nice job, great nose for the 1st down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give is to Taylor. He breaks a tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And he really needed to hold on to that but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
You know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Field is condensed. Not a lot of room to work with here on third and goal in overtime. Trying play action. Wide out trying to get it in. Touch! Golden Gophers! And they're on top here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. A personal foul in overtime. What an egregious mistake, and one that he won't be able to explain. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score Minnesota 21, SMU 14.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. Touchdown, SMU. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And he makes the extra point. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Throws to the tight end. Rolls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Mustangs look to do some damage in the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Maryland. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Unloads quickly, and he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
All right, you've now tried running the ball down here a couple times. It hasn't worked. What are you going to do on fourth down? Are you settling for a field goal? Or you've got to play in your back pocket to go get you 6?
They'll pass on the field goal and going for it on 4th and short in overtime. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
Rides the back on the option to give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Golden Gophers will kick it away first. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. LSU right back to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He lets it fly. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quick completion. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Working the middle. Oh, the ball squirts out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Fires to the tight end, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Makes the grab past the marker. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that time the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line running backs, they couldn't account for it. And that free safety able to get to the quarterback.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Golden Gophers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man to the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Grabbed over the middle, it's Taylor. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Well, that was a nice little pitchy catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, the field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the right. Got his man. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. Recently, like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically. I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. And
that one is picked up in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Gets it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be...
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Stealing a score on special teams. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Working that wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on second down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Behind the line, it's Anderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's got it. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. LSU quick to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's third and goal again from the 2. Looking to get it in. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Lindsey. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Final play of the quarter coming. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
I think at this point of the game, down 2 possessions, the passing game, you just have to be a little bit sharper, and they don't look like they're in rhythm. You saw it on that last third down. I think you got to go now if you're on offense on fourth down. The sense of urgency is cranking up, but you need to be more precise in the passing game.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got the tight end. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right.
Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Anderson. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. The give as they work on that clock. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
QB draw. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Golden Gophers will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some.
Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown LSU. And the punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. They'll try to blast their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, going up top. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. After this, it'll be a wrap. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet, move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.